Welcome back. I'm Jill with the CarefreeKitchen.com, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for Andy's Mint Cookies. And these cookies are one of my all-time favorite holiday cookies. These chocolate fudgy cookies are perfectly thick and chewy and have this amazing mint topping. Before we get started, be sure to like this video, follow me here, and share it with your friends. Okay, so to get started, these are the ingredients that we are going to need. Okay, and so for our ingredients for these cookies, I have some melted butter here, and I just melted that on the stove. I've got some cocoa powder here, Hershey's or whatever kind you have on hand, some sugar, some flour, and then this is some brown sugar, just some light brown sugar's fine. I have a little bit of salt here, some vanilla, a couple eggs, baking soda, and then these are the mints that will go on top. And we'll actually just put this right on the cookie, and then it will melt and become the frosting for the Andy's Mint Cookies. Before we get started, I am going to preheat the oven to about 350 degrees. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my melted butter. Okay, and then I'm going to add in 1 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Okay. Half and 3/4. Okay, and now we're just going to mix that up. Okay, now we're going to add 2 eggs, and we want to be sure that this is room temperature so that it doesn't solidify the butter. Okay, and then for the cocoa powder, we need about 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. There we go. And then also about 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and you want to be sure and push down the sides of your bowl to make sure everything is mixed in. Okay, and then the final ingredient is 2 3/4 cup flour. Just all-purpose flour is great. Now we're just going to mix that up until it is all combined. Okay, and before we're done mixing this, I'm just going to take my spatula and bring up the sides of the bowl and mix it one more time, and then we will put it in the fridge for about 1 hour until it is nice and cool. Okay, now that's all mixed up, and I'm just going to take off the excess batter here, and we'll put this in the fridge until it is all nice and cool. Look at that, it's like super fudgy, dark chocolate cookie dough. Okay, once your cookie dough has had a chance to cool, I'm just going to make some balls here and then roll them up, and then we'll just set those directly onto our baking sheet. Just pack them in there pretty good, and I just like to use a cookie scoop so that they're all nice and uniform. Okay, so now the cookies are all rolled out, and they're still pretty chilled, but we're just going to put them in just like this. No need to even mash them down at all. And now we're going to bake them in a preheated 350-degree oven for 8 to 10 minutes, or until they are just a little bit crispy on the edges. All right, and while your cookies are baking, we want to unwrap the mints. We want these to be ready when the cookies are finished baking, because we'll put them right on top, and then the warm cookies will melt it all over. I mean, look at that like thin little layer of mint and chocolate. So yummy. Okay, here are my chocolate cookies. And now these are fresh out of the oven, and I'm going to put these Andes mints right on top. And just the warmth of the cookie will make this melt. Okay, and then after you give them just a couple minutes with that on, it just spreads really nicely. Okay, here are my Andes Mint chocolate cookies. They have this super fudgy chocolate cookie, and then also this little bit of mint frosting on top that is made actually with just a melted Andes mint. They are soft and chewy and the perfect holiday cookie. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe for Andes Mint cookies. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me here, and I'll show you all kinds of fun and easy recipes that your family will love. And also, as always, you can get a printable version of this recipe on my website at thecarefreekitchen.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.